Hey guys, we just wanted to give you a bit of an update on our direct connection zero camber rear knuckles for our Challenger. Those knuckles are available for pretty well all these new modern Mopars, but some of you were wondering how they handle on the street versus the differences on the track and vice versa. I know in the comments quite a few people thought that bringing the tires from a little bit cambered to straight up zero camber would really make the rear end not happy in corners and the car to shift around. Now, I'm sure if you're an all-out road course racer, you're definitely going to notice the rear end is not going to handle as good with no camber, but we're really going after drag racing, and quite honestly, we don't care how it handles on a road course. That being said, as you can see, we got our Mickey Thompson Sportsman tires up front. I think those are 6-inch wide. They might be 4.5. You know what? What do we got here? Can't even remember, it's been so long. Anyway, they're skinny. So this thing should not handle good at all with those and those rear knuckles, and we're going to take it around the track or street here and show you guys how well it does handle for having zero camber rear knuckles and skinnies. So this is like the worst setup, and you'll see it's actually quite good. Now, if you're all out road course racing, those are not the knuckles you want, but for the average guy that's street strip, they do work quite good. Sorry, we got interrupted by a bald eagle, which actually isn't that rare here on Vancouver Island, but I mean, it's still pretty damn cool. So anyway, from a performance standpoint, I figured we should start with drag racing because that's what we really care about, and 90% of people with these cars care about drag racing, not really road course racing. So I guess I'll start by saying I know this isn't the best comparison, but unfortunately we don't have a quarter mile here on the island, and the track I used to race at shut down. So I'm kind of comparing two different tracks. It's not the best comparison, but I want to get this video out and give you guys something to compare. So what I do have, I'll show you, is two different slips. Hopefully we're kind of in frame there. Now, both of these, even though they're a different track, I still launched the car the same. The track's actually prepped by the same group of people. The one track is actually the front bank of an oval track, and the other is an airstrip. So again, this isn't the best comparison, but once I get back to the quarter mile, which is like a 2-hour drive, 2-hour ferry ride, and then another probably 2-hour drive to get there for me. Once I get there, I'll give you guys some updated quarter mile stuff, but we can look at 60-foot times and kind of compare and judge. So without the knuckles, with dead stock how this car came, but with the same rear tire, which actually, let me jump over to the tire. So for the rear tire, pretty well the tried and true setup I've been running for years. Race Star rim, 17-inch diameter, 9-inch wide, with a Mickey Thompson ETR in 305, 45, 17 obviously. Really good tire. Many people run these on these cars and they run them quite well, and they are a bit of a street tire. They do have some grooves, but not really a tire you want to drive on the street. But in a close up here, can you see that okay? Kind of. So worth noting, and you'll notice these even on your stock tires with these cars if you notice. So this is the inside area and obviously the outside. Before, and you can almost see, I really wasn't getting any contact area from, I'd say, about here out. And you'll definitely notice on your stock tires if you look at them too. And you can tell even in the last few runs I've had, I mean, mind you, this is a little dusty, but we're getting full contact right from this edge all the way out, and you know, even starting a little on the sidewall with that air pressure. So we're definitely getting a hell of a lot more grip than we used to be. So for actual times, now we're just looking at 60 foot here because remember I was saying we run on the front stretch of an oval? Well, that oval front stretch is only actually, what is it here? It's quite short. It's somewhere here. Anyway, I think it's 384 feet. So it's like racing through the drive-through. But anyway, on the 60 foot, so again, short track versus the other track at the airport is actually a full 8. So comparing the ETs isn't going to mean anything on these. So our 60-foot without the direct connection knuckles was 2.207 seconds. And then with the direct connection knuckles, we dropped that down to 1.833. Now, these aren't the best passes from either event, but I looked at our average just to try to make things a bit even for us and to compare. We definitely didn't notice any wheel slip with those tires and those knuckles. And before at the other track, we were getting some wheel slips. So we've definitely gained, and the numbers are there to show it. And they hook really, really good. So I'm very happy with those direct connection zero camber rear knuckles. And again, once I get to a quarter mile, I'm really hoping to go from maybe 11.8 to 11.6 or so is kind of what I'm hoping to get. Now, I'm hoping in the next month or so we can get over and run that and get you guys some updated info there. So again, guys, this is with the skinnies on and the direct connection zero camber rear knuckles. Worth noting, I did reset this by mistake at one point, but all dead stock factory, the car pulled 1.08 G in a corner at one point. That was like probably the max the car could do. You could feel the rear end coming around a bit there. I'm not going to push it crazy here because again, I'm on skinnies and I don't need to write off the car for a video, but you know, I want you guys to know that you're not going to crash the second you throw it into the slightest corner here. So we'll put it through our paces a little, but nothing too aggressive. Anyway, that being said, you can feel that the rear knuckles aren't the limiting factor here. It really is the front skinnies. I'm barely pushing this thing for what it can actually do. But, you know, people in the comments said it would be in the wall in the first corner, and clearly it's handling quite good, especially considering we're on skinny Mickey Thompson drag tires up front. And then out rear, since I didn't mention, we have Firestone Indy 500s, which seem to be a pretty good tire. I think we'll spin around and head back and do the same. That shows that the car still handles quite good, and probably better than 95% of people are going to put it through, to be honest with you. So, all things considered, direct connection zero camber rear knuckles are well worth it. I can't think of anything bad. Again, if you're a serious road course racer, this really isn't the part for you, but to the average guy that takes his car to the drag strip, which probably the vast majority of Dodge buyers, really good product, really good traction up the track. Can't go wrong with them. So anyway, thanks for watching.